it's kind of sad to say, but I was full-time Soul Shorts and part-time my other company at my 9 to 5. So I started kind of randomly, and so when I first got into the program, we did about 2 weeks training in Dallas, and then we shipped off to sales offices around the country to learn. And I got placed in Indiana, Carmel, Indiana, and so I was really in this office where Carmel, Indiana, it's a very nice place, and a lot of people, have made home there, and a very suburb area for families. And I did like the area, but I was kind of forced to move to this office. Like, I didn't really have a say. We got to prioritize. I got the last choice out of 13 on my list of priority. And I was kind of deflated, right? I'm just like, this is not fair. Like, I should be one of the studs in this class, just know it, right? Being as competitive as I am, I should be one of the studs in this class going to San Diego or San Francisco or Chicago, wherever. So I got deployed to Indiana, and man, I was not happy. And on top of that, they moved me in with another kid in the program who I didn't really like that much, to be fair, at first. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. That's kind of how I saw this. But man, I was thinking every night, like I brought at that time I was making a good salary. So I was ordering books, Power of Habit. Like I was just ordering, like consuming so many books and so much content that I was like, something's going to happen. So I ordered a 3D printer, and I was like, okay, how can I monetize the 3D printer? And so I was on like 3D hubs, like trying to market my services. How can I just how can I manufacture a product with this and then sell it? And there, I think is still a good potential there. But I hit a wall. I'm like, this isn't really going anywhere. And then kind of the way that something that fits into this is I have a friend who owns a design company or a graphic design company called Perspective. And basically, I was paying her to help spin some of these logos, spin some of these like ideas that I was having. And I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollars and even thousands of dollars to do a full logo design, to do a full, let's say like a product or a company brochure. Because we were also, me and my uncle at the time, were dabbling in real estate. So we're really trying to how can we make a business plan for this real estate investing company? Because he's got a lot of the capital that I was needing to kind of amass, right, an investment portfolio and for us to build together. Because really my uncle's a big influence in my life. And I thought at that time, and I still do think that, we're going to be an excellent pair. Because he brings a lot more of the corporate kind of salesy, let's build for the long term into it, and I'm more like the just go getter, like fired up, passionate, like let's start this, and so he really keeps me on track. But at that point, it was like, all right, what hustle can I turn into a full-time gig to get me the hell out of Carmel, Indiana, get me the hell out to like Colorado or California, whatever. And then once I was back in Dallas, I was working. They kind of rotate you through groups. So I was in a marketing group. Was going to the office maybe like 9:30, 10. I had a very flexible team, and I'm so grateful for that because I wouldn't have had time to build Soul Shorts. I might maybe 5 to 2 a.m. I would have been able to kind of that Gary V mindset, like you're hustling when you're not at your normal job. So I was very flexible. So thank God for that. Then my final group was even more lenient, and so. Man, I mean, they were training us on like distribution type of stuff and like how to handle that with like these bigger distributors, blah, blah, blah. And so I had even more leeway. Like I could take a couple days from home, work from home, like come in for meetings, and we had a team of us rotators or trainees, whatever. And so we were all kind of just doing our thing, and we'd get our work done when we needed to. And then, man, I was full-time Soul Shorts. Like I was going to the manufacturer or the place I was the cut and sew I was working with down in Dallas, like 6 a.m. to like get my product and stuff and just work through it, spending hundreds on prototypes. When I was paying my rent, so I was pretty decent off financially, luckily. So this is the first time I was able to get kind of out from my parents' wing and really support myself, which was empowering for sure. Which is a big step back you take when you dive into entrepreneurship if you did it like me. But anyway, so yeah, it's kind of sad to say, but I was full-time Soul Shorts and part-time my other company at my 9 to 5. And so that I think I'm so grateful for, because if not, I might not be here. And the company might not be anywhere, and I might be a 9 to 5er, and there's nothing wrong with that for the rest of my life. So very grateful for the leeway and the flexibility that I had in that role. And man, it just lit a fire under my ass to really dive into it and really figure things out quick. And then once I got on the shorts kick, man, it's like this momentum. Like you'll feel for like the, you know, the wantrepreneurs out there, the people who are looking to do this and to really create, you got to start with just, it's as simple as creating a product and or a service. And then you got to be a customer. And I know that the company Zappos really, the founder of Zappos really preaches this. He's like, it's at the end of the day, we want to be a customer service company that just so happens to sell shoes. And I mean, my uncle and I talk all the time about customer service. It's literally everything. It's the foundation of everything. So for my company, Soul Shorts, it's like, okay, how do I make a short, which we might be a little embarrassed of at first, but we're going to put a lot of effort into it, get the product out to market. And then through customer feedback and the feedback loop that we got from the Lean Startup, make it better and better and better. But the big kicker is, well, okay, to get you through that gap of like your product not being the best it can be, your customer service is everything. You got to be a customer service company at the end of the day that just so happens to sell, in our case, shorts. Whether that's gym shorts, whether that's swim shorts. So yeah, that was really, you know, and not to dive into a rabbit hole, but that was really kind of the mindset of it all, and just the relationship of coming out of my 9-to-5 and my traditional engineering salesman role, technical sales role, into what I now am, which is a full-time entrepreneur.